Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something, not even me. You have a dream, you gotta protect it. People often tell you that you can't do something because they can't do it themselves. I was watching The Pursuit of Happiness the other day, and that is such a powerful scene. Before, I used to watch that scene and I'd be like, yeah, he's right. And, you feel this little bit of motivation. But now it resonates on such a deep level, because I keep realizing how often when we have a dream, we put our dream into the hands of others. We tell others about our plans, about our dreams, and people can't help but put their label on it. If they have a limited view of their own capabilities, they are going to tell you that you can't achieve something or that it will be very difficult for you. That's just because they're speaking from their own perspective. But that doesn't mean that that has to apply to you. So whenever you have a dream and you have a passion and you want to achieve it, don't let opinions of others affect you. Don't let them discourage you. Like Will Smith says in that scene, if you have a dream, you have to protect it. You have a dream, you have to chase it. You have to pursue it. I don't like to say chase. If you have a dream, you have to pursue it. No one else is going to do that for you. And stop looking for validation from others. Only the person that has probably achieved that thing that you want to achieve will be able to give you validation, will be able to give you support. But anyone else won't be able to give you that validation that you need. And to be honest, you don't need it. You don't need validation from others. You need to wake up every morning, look at yourself in the mirror, and give yourself the validation that you need. That is what you need. That is what's going to fulfill you. That is what's going to help you. Looking for validation from others will never help you get anywhere. If they have a limited view of their own capabilities, they won't be able to give you the motivation and support that you need. So it's important to understand that, to not get angry at that. I would get angry at my mom, at so many of my family members, whenever I really wanted to do something and they wouldn't be able to motivate me in the way that I needed. Of course not. They're only going to focus on why it's not possible for me. They're not living my life. They're not living this existence that I'm living. They don't have the dream that I have. So they're not passionate about it to an extent where they're willing to say, you could handle any challenge that comes your way and you'll still be able to achieve your dream. They can't say that to you because they don't feel it in that same way as you do. So if you want something, go get it. Go get it yourself. Figure out ways in which you can achieve it yourself. And when things become challenging, especially at the start, when you're doing something new, if it's completely different for you, if it's not something that you're used to, be understanding towards yourself. I said in my previous video how detachment helps, and in this situation, detachment also really helps. If you get to a situation and you're doing something that you've never done before, look at yourself from the side and see yourself as that little inner child that you are, and see that child struggling with something new, something that child hasn't experienced before. Look at your own inner child and say, it's okay. You're doing great. You're doing good. It's okay. Even if, it's not going exactly as you imagined it to, it's okay. You're doing great. But keep going. Keep going. Tell yourself to keep going. I have many moments throughout the day where I feel like I'm trying new things and I'm struggling a little bit. Maybe I'm not doing it exactly the way that I'm supposed to. Maybe I'm actually doing it completely wrong and I feel like a loser. And then I detach from the situation. I look at my inner child. I look at her. She's working her way up. She's working her way towards her dream. I see her struggle. And I look at her with understanding. I take into account everything that she's been through, and I fully understand her. Yeah, she's struggling. This is difficult for her. She's never done something like this before. And then I tell her, it's okay, Mara, it's okay. You're doing great. Just keep going. You have to be your own coach, your own motivator. Yes, coaches are great. I have some amazing coaches, and I recommend coaches to everyone. But even a coach can't be with you 24/7. The only person that's with you 24/7 is you. So you have to coach yourself. In those situations where you're doing something new and it's a bit challenging, it's very important to have this balance of being kind and understanding to yourself, but also a bit firm. Also just really telling yourself, but keep going, we don't stop. No matter what, we don't stop, we keep going. And why am I saying keep going so much is because the worst thing you can do is sit still. Sit still in a way of not being active. I'm not talking about meditation. Meditation is amazing. You have to sit still for meditation. But the worst thing that you can do is to not take any steps towards anything. I've been through a phase like that. And I can tell you, once you start sitting still in your comfort zone, just not moving, not taking any steps towards anything, not putting yourself out there, you know already 100% that nothing is going to happen for you. And that for me is the scariest thing ever. But once you take steps, whether it's going exactly as you imagined or it's going a little bit of a different way, you're making mistakes, or you're failing a couple of times, you're getting rejected, at least you're moving. And every movement that you make, every move, something can come out of that. If you are not doing anything, 100% nothing is going to change. But as soon as you take steps and you're moving, things are gonna change. Even if you're not getting to your goal exactly as you imagined to, within the deadline that you set for yourself, you are still moving. You are still going somewhere. And no matter what experience you have, something will come out of that. A lesson, a skill. Even if you get rejected 100 times, you'll get to learn what it's like to be rejected. You'll be less sensitive towards it. Everything will be to your benefit as long as you keep moving. And if you actually have something that's truly your dream, your passion, there will be some sort of force, I call it the universe, that's just driving you. You will just keep going. I had buried my dream for such a long time, and I was scared to follow it because I thought that those beginning stages, I wouldn't be able to handle them. The beginning stages of when you're putting a lot of effort in and not getting anything out of it, I thought that would make me miserable. So I was just doing my office job for years because I was like, at least, this is stable. I know what this is going to be. And that made me miserable. That made me miserable. And now that I've started following my dream, and yes, the initial stages aren't comfortable at all, but I feel like if it's actually your dream, any tiny step that you're taking towards it, even if you're putting in a lot of effort and you're not getting anything out of it, you're still gonna feel fulfilled. And if not, if the starting phase does not fulfill you, it's not actually your dream. Very often we think that something is our dream because we see the glamorous side of it. We see maybe fame, or we see people being rich, or people being happy and successful. It doesn't mean that that's our dream. It just means that those are the feelings that we want to have. So we will think, if we see someone being famous and rich and successful and happy, or just one image of someone experiencing the feeling that we want to have, we might very quickly think that what they're doing is something that we want to do. But you'll only know what your dream is if you start taking steps towards it. And if those very beginning steps, where you're putting so much effort in, you're working so hard, and you're not getting any validation, you're not getting any money, you're not getting anything from it, if that still fulfills you, because you know that you're taking steps towards your dream, then you know it's your actual dream. If that doesn't fulfill you, if those initial steps make you stop pursuing it, it wasn't your dream in the first place. I promise you, your dream, your passion is something so strong that you will quite literally be able to handle any challenge that comes your way. You'll do anything for it. That's how strong your dream, your actual dream is. Like, I know for my dream, I would do anything. So every single step that I take towards that, I feel fulfilled. I feel happy. This work that I'm putting in, where I'm not really getting much out of it yet, it still makes me so happy. I remember that moment vividly when I found out about my dream. I was reading something, an article, and it was related to my dream. And I have to tell you, this article wasn't sad. The moment wasn't sad. I wasn't sad. But all of a sudden, I just started sobbing, like crying, sobbing for 2 minutes straight. It was like I just got overwhelmed with an emotion. And then when that passed, it was like nothing had happened. It's like a storm came and all of a sudden clear skies and sunny. And then I was quite shocked and I was like, what was that? I realized what I was reading, what the article was about, and I was like, wait, there's something there. I have to explore more. I have to figure this out. Then I realized that that was a dream that I had buried for a very, very long time. And all those emotions just all of a sudden came to the surface. Everything that I had been pushing down for such a long time just came to the surface for these 2 minutes. So this is one way to figure out where your passion truly is, what your dream is. If anything related to it, if you're doing something or reading something or watching something and you suddenly feel this intense emotion, whether that's sadness, happiness, anger, just any like super intense emotion, that means that there's something there and you have to explore that more, try out more, keep being open to things, read a lot of things, do lots of different workshops, try out new creative stuff. Just, you'll figure it out. If you don't know yet where your dream is, you'll figure it out. And once you find it, don't let it go. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't achieve something. And just take every tiny step that you can towards it. Following your dream is really the most beautiful thing in this world. It just gives you so much energy. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not always easy. There are moments where I feel sad, I feel broken, I feel like, what am I even doing? I feel just so frustrated at times. But no matter what, no matter how I feel, there is something inside of me, like my true determination, and that dream is just telling me constantly, no matter what happens, we're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep going. Yeah, maybe you're crying tonight. As of tomorrow, you're gonna pick it up again. And that's just so special. That makes me realize that no matter what happens, I'll keep going. A lot of people are scared to dream big. They're scared to follow their dream because they are scared that if they don't achieve their dream, it's going to break them. They're going to be frustrated. But don't you realize that this is putting you in some sort of trap? Because you are scared that if you take steps towards your dream, you're going to be broken. But at the same time, you're doing something on a daily basis that's not your passion, that's not your dream right now, which is breaking you on a daily basis. It's making you miserable. And the reason why you're not following your dream is because you are scared. You're either scared that you're not going to achieve it, so you'll be disappointed and broken for life, or you're scared that you're actually gonna achieve it. You're scared of success. You're scared that your life all of a sudden is going to change and you're not gonna be in your comfort zone anymore. A lot of people that also, when they have a dream, they're not all in because they're too scared to be all in. They wanna have these backup plans. I get it, life is a challenge. Of course you need a backup plan, especially if you have a family or you have responsibilities. But don't you see that if you are not all in, you are not all in to your dream, to following your dream, why would you deserve to achieve that dream then? If you're working on it 1 hour a week and the rest you're doing all of these other things, does it make sense to you that you then achieve your dream? Does anyone that's in for 10%, 20%, even 50% achieve their dream to the fullest? No. Anything that you want to achieve, you gotta be all in. And this is your dream. This is something that could fulfill your life. And look at yourself and be honest. If you have a dream and you have kind of worked towards it, have you ever been all in? Have you ever given it all you got? Even for a temporary time. Because a lot of people aren't honest about that. They're like, yeah, I did everything. I tried everything. No, you didn't. If you look back, in all honesty, you haven't tried everything. You haven't done everything for it. So you can't say, oh, I'm not achieving it. I tried everything, so I just went back to my regular job. No, you haven't tried everything. You haven't done everything. You haven't given it all you got. You know how much strength there is inside of you. You know how resourceful you are. You know how many skills you can build. You know how much you can learn. You know how many hours we have in a day, how many minutes, and how many we waste. If your dream is as important to you as you think it is, you're going to give it everything, and you're going to realize that every tiny step that you take towards it is going to be fulfilling to you, and everything else will just kind of fade away. All the luxuries, all of those distracting things that we do in life, it's all to just distract us and get us through another day. But you're not. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's not how I want to live. I don't want to distract myself every single day and just get through life like that. I want to work on myself. I want to improve myself. I want to work towards my dream. I want to follow my passion. I want to give it I want to have something that I want to give every single thing that I got in order to achieve it. And once I achieve that, then we'll see about the next thing. That's how I want to live. Of course, everyone can live in the way that they want to. And if you like to distract yourself every single day by, buying things you don't need, talking to people you don't even like, going places you don't even enjoy, go for it. But that's not how I want to live. And if you're like me, then work towards your dream. Go for it. Go all in. Give it all you got, at least for a certain time. And after, you can always say, well, you know what? I gave it all I got and it didn't work out. I swear that feels better than that illusion or dream you have in your mind where you think, oh, as long as I don't try to go after my dream, I'll still have my dream. Then it's just going to be a dream, just a dream. It's never going to become reality. If you even slightly want it to become reality, you're going to work for it. You're going to do everything in your power to go towards it. To be honest, to me, that's the beauty of life. The beauty of life is that journey that you take towards that. We always think that we're going to get happy after we achieve something. Then you achieve something and you don't even feel that happy. No, because that happiness is within that journey, going towards achieving it. Every small win that you make, every skill that you learn, every new experience, every way in which you improve, you look back and you think, oh my God, a year ago I wasn't able to do these things that I'm able to do right now. That's where happiness is. Happiness is not in achieving the end goal. That's just an illusion. Happiness is in every single step that you take towards becoming the person that you want to be. Looking back and realizing, wow, I'm here right now. And I used to be there. And even if that's compared to others, that's not even a big deal. It's a big deal for you. It's a big deal in your journey. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare yourself to people that have other journeys. Everyone has their own journey. If in your journey, even the smallest thing, like for me, being able to sit here and talk in this freaking camera isn't one of the biggest achievements of my life. And maybe for someone else, that would be something so small. But I look back at myself and I think, oh my God, Mara, look at you. you're able to talk, you're able to speak your mind in front of a freaking camera. I mean, for me, that's a big deal. And so you probably have your own small little achievements that are very huge for you. And that's what life is about. That's true happiness. Progress, happiness in progress, you know? Not standing still, but moving and taking steps and putting yourself out there and learning and getting new experiences, meeting new people. And it's okay. It's okay if you need to take a break. It's okay if you want to stand still for a bit. It's okay if you just want to like hide in your comfort zone for a little bit. But then you get up and we go back at it, because that's what life is. Don't let life just pass you by. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I hope to see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.